So first try to understand this topology, how the devices are being connected. Let me explain the network diagram first. So first device name, a host name is a R1, router 1. Router 1 LAN port is a fast Ethernet and fast Ethernet IP address is 192.168.1.1 and end users 1.10, 1.20, 1.30 like this. And for second router, R2 router, LAN interface IP address is 192.168.2.1 for your end user devices 2.10, 2.20 like this. Now for R3, 3.1. For R4, 4.1. Now WAN link between R1, R2, serial 000/1, both are should be in the same network. So my example I'm using here 51.1, 51.1.2. Here 60.1.1, 60.1.1.2. 71.1, 71.1.2. Right? Okay, guys. Now try to focus on the topology clearly. It is very, very important session. So it is out of the syllabus, but what is the real time? What exactly happened? I'm explaining actually. It's very useful to you in the live environments. So you try to focus on it. Let's consider this PC. Now this computer is connected to which device? 1.20 computer is connected to which device? So if you open your chat box and give a reply. So 1.20 computer is connected to which device? A switch, right? Very good. Now from PC to switch is being connected by using which cable? RJ45 straight cable or cross cable? Yeah, Cat6 cable, okay. Straight or cross? Straight through cable. So from where to where we need to connect the cable from PC to switch? From where to where? From which port to which port? Like your PC NIC RJ45 port to switch port. Right? Yes, Pradeep. Between the same type of devices, we use cross cable. Between different type of device, we use what? Straight cable. So PC is one device, switch is another device. So now I'm using NIC to switch port. Straight cable is connected. Example here. The switch port. Example here, my switch port number can be any port number. Connect to port number 2. PC NIC. Cable is straight cable. Now, how connected is the router to switch? Again, router 1 fast Ethernet port 0/0 port is connected to switch port, any one of the port, right? Let's consider that is the port number something, port number 1. Yes. Right, fast Ethernet port, IP address is 1.1. Router 1 serial 0/0. Router 2 0/1, like all ports are being connected. So if you see the routing conditions is being satisfied or not, routing condition. As per routing conditions, R1 LAN, R2 LAN, R3 LAN, R4 LAN, everything is being conditions are satisfied. Now my simple question is, how we can enable communication from LAN to LAN? What we need to do? How to enable communication from LAN to LAN? Very good, Pradeep. Enabling what? Routing. Okay. So now we can configure any routing, right? It can be static routing or dynamic routing. In dynamic routing protocol, which is the easy to configuration? Routing, which is a easy to configuration? RIP, obviously RIP. It's very simple to configuration. If you take a OSPF, it's very complexity is more in the OSPF protocol, OSPF configuration. So why? Because OSPF first we have design as a areas, and each area we have to make sure like 40 to 50 routers. Like in within area routers are internal routers, ABR router, like backbone router is all the design we have to do. Very complexity. Very simple to configuration is a RIP. So let me configure RIP in R1 router. RIP. Now if we configure RIP in R1, now all LAN to LAN communication has been enabled. Or we need to configure protocol in all routers. We need to configure RIP in all routers, right? Okay. I configured RIP here, RIP here, RIP here. So once RIP has been configured, now LAN to LAN communication has been enabled. So let me do practical also now. Let me implement the same in practical. I already designed the topology. First router. Show IP route. Two directly connected networks. RIP configuration. Okay, I'll say RIP configuration. Configuration mode. Router RIP version 2. Network space network ID 5000. Network space 192.168.1.0. Two directly connected network. End command. Close it. And let me log into R2 router. Show IP routes. Three directly connected networks. Configuration mode. Router RIP version 2. Network 50000. Network 60000. Network 192.168.2.0. Like R2 also been configured. Let me configure in R3 router. Log into R3. R3 is already configured. You can see here version 2 networks are advertised. Even if you check in R4 router, R4 is also already configured. Check show run command. Now between all four routers, RIP has been enabled. Now let me check communication. From R1 source, R4 is destination. Device is filed and let me check once again. One more packet. Okay, successful, right? What is the R4 fast like end user IP address for .10? Ping 192.168.4.10. Now communication has been enabled. Getting reply. So when from this computer, I'm trying to communicate with 4.10. So is the source device, is the destination device. Now both are been communicating. So why they are communicating, guys? So how exactly they are communicating? We have configured what routing protocols. The reason they are configuring, they're communicating. Okay. Now after some time, happened is now let me check once again communication from same source to destination device. For dot 10. Destination host unreachable is communicating now. Why they are not communicating? What was the reason? Try to find out. Why they are not communicating? R3 port down. R3 port down. How we can say RAM R3 port is been down? Serial 0/0. A port is showing the red color, right? Okay. Right, Mustafa. In the packet traces software, by seeing the color, the red mark, we can identify where the problem is there. And what about real time? So do you have any like this red mark is there? No. Let's consider as a branch 1, 2, 3 different locations. So not only R3 port is down, let me see what are the possibilities are there to not communicate. Example from first computer, this is my source, right? I'm trying to communicate with 4 data and destination. In source computer, NIC card is not working. Now can you reach destination? No. Okay. So here, first possibility. The device is not communicating, right? So first possibility, first troubleshoot is, so we have to check your source computer NIC is working or not. Okay. Now link between, cable between source device to switch, if the link is being failed, will they communicate? No. So here also we have to verify the cable is working or not, is the second troubleshoot. Second possibility. So one more thing is my PC is connected to switch port number 2. If port number 2 is been down, port number 2 is a shutdown, port number 2 is a not working, it's getting damaged. Now can you reach a destination? No. So here, third possibility. So R1, router 1 and switch port number 1 is connected, port number B is down. Fourth possibility. Now R1 to switch link is being failed. Will they communicate? No. Fifth. Now R1 fast Ethernet port is being down. It's shut down. Not configured. Sixth possibility. Now R1 router RIP is not configured properly. Routing information, routing protocol is not enabled. So will they communicate now if RIP is not configured? No. Sixth troubleshoot. Now R1 router serial 0/0 is a fail. Your serial interface has been down. Will they communicate? No. Seventh. Now encapsulation R1 and R2 router between encapsulation is a mismatch. So your serial status is up, but protocol is been down. No communication. Eighth troubleshoot. The link between R1, R2, this link is being failed. 9. Now R2 router serial 0/1 is being failed. 10. In R2 router, RIP is not configured properly. 11. Now R2 serial 0/0 is a problem. 12. Like we need to one by one, we have to verify clearly. So these are the parameters we have to verify. Check, right? Yes. So out of 12 parameters, like 12 points, any one of the point is being failed. No communication. Even your first computer NIC is not working, a cable is not working, switch port is not working, router port is not working. So can you communicate, guys? No. Then how we can say exactly R3 port is being down? Okay, fine. In the packet tracer, by seeing the red mark, you can tell it. But in the real time, what we need to do? These are all the things we have to do. One by one, one by one. So up to R2 router only, how many times you have to troubleshoot, guys? 12 times. But my destination is where? So my destination is a R4 end device is my destination computer. So up to reach a destination computer, how many times you have to troubleshoot? One number of. If source is a R1, destination is a R100. Then what about what happened? What went to do? How many times you need to troubleshoot? How much time will take? 1 day, 2 days, or 1 month? Right? So, but in the real time, within a seconds, we can find out where was the problem. In organizations, in IT companies, you have seen the network engineers. Well, maybe they can tell, right? So within a seconds, by seeing the something output, okay, so and so router, so and so interface is being down, they can easily tell it. How? So why? Because they are seniors, right? What about us? So within 5 minutes, we are going to become the senior engineers. We can find out where the problem is exactly happen. We can find within a minutes, within a seconds, we can find. You know how? So how means? Let's see example clearly here. Now the source device from here, I'm trying to communicate with destination. If link is being failed in R4, fast Ethernet is being down. I repeat once again. From R1 computer, I'm trying to communicate with R4 device, source and destination. If R4 fast Ethernet port is being down, is failed. Now traffic is being generated from R1 LAN. This data traffic, the traffic can reach R1 fast Ethernet. Yes or no? Yes. Okay. Now data traffic can reach a R1 serial interface. Yes. Now traffic can reach up to R2 serial 0/0. The traffic can reach R3 0/0. Now traffic can reach R4 0/1. Yes. The traffic can reach R4 fast Ethernet. No. Because R4 fast Ethernet is being down, so traffic can reach up to R4 0/0. So where is the problem is down, before that interface we can reach, right? Before the interface. So means if you're trying to communicate with a 4.10 computer, if problem is a fast Ethernet, now your traffic can reach before the interface up to serial 0/0. Okay. So now you tell me guys, if R2 serial 0/1 is been down, if R2 router serial 0/1 is been down, now up to which IP address I can reach? From source device data traffic is being generated. So this data traffic up to which IP address I can reach? Up to 111 IP address we can reach. So can we reach up to 5112? Is the point? Are getting my point or not? Yes. Right. Now, if you ping to destination 9.4.10. See, you're asking me a question, right? Like, how can you find out where is the problem? How can I identify the problem within a seconds? Means from day one till now, regularly we use one command. Common command is what? Ping. So this ping command will give the information within a seconds where the problem is happening. How? Let me show you. See, once I give enter, so before now 4.10 computers, 192 instead 4.10 computer, if I ping, Your concentration is on where? Destination, host, unreachable, right? So the thing is a reply from which IP address? Reply from. See this? Reply from which IP address? Reply from which IP address? 60112. Means your traffic is reaching up to which IP address, guys? 60112. So 60112 IP address giving the reply means your traffic can reach up to 60112. So 60112 IP address is a active or is it down? Active, yes, exactly. So 60112 IP address is telling is that your destination. What is my destination? My destination is 4.10. Your destination is unreachable. From my interface, from my IP address, I cannot reach that interface. Because some problem is in my interface. So this interface gives a reply. So from my interface, I can't forward it. 6011 is a active. I'll come to topology. So find out where is the 6011 IP address. 60112 IP address is here. So your traffic is reaching up to R30/1, right? So your traffic is reaching up to R30/1. So if R30/1 is a active or down? Active. That's the reason we are getting reply from which IP address? 6112. Now, guys, tell me, guys, now you need to verify your NIC card is working properly or not. You need to check it. No need. Like you need to verify your cable is active or not. Not required. You have to verify your port is down or not. Not required. So your traffic is reaching up to 6112 means everything is been okay. Between everything is been okay. Now we need to go for troubleshoot 1, troubleshoot 2, troubleshoot 3, troubleshoot 4. Not required. So directly we can start from here. Serial 0/1 is given the reply means after that is a problem. Always real time when we use a ping command, don't concentrate on only how many packets are sent, how many packets are received. Not like that. So most of the people will see only where sent 4, received 4, 0% loss. Okay. Right? Not like that. Very important point is always we need to focus on a reply from which IP address. So actually I'm pinging to 4.10, but I'm getting reply from where? 6.1, 60.1. So even 60.1.1.2 is telling is what? Your destination is host unreachable means up to 61.1 your traffic can be reached. So this is the point is very, very important. You need to understand the ping traffic, how they are communicating, what is the reply. Yes, exactly. Now problem is where, guys? Router 30/1 or router 30/0. Where's the problem? How we can say router 30/0 is the problem? How we can say router 30/0 is the problem? How? By seeing the red mark? No. No, I technically tell me. So I just ping to the destination, so on destination. I'm getting reply from so on slash interface IP address. So by seeing the reply IP, I can come to know, right? Actually, wantedly, I make R3 interface serial 0/0 shut down. I make it down. We do one thing, we configure no shutdown command. So now will they communicate, right? But to communicate, it may take time. How much time? 30 seconds. Why? Have configured RI with protocol. Enter. So now what we need to focus here? A reply. So ping to 4.10. Now reply from which IP address? 4.10. Now I can go to send item. Send 4, receive 4. 0% loss. So these are the steps we have to use the ping command. So after pinging, directly go to send packets and receive packets, not like that. So you try to focus on ping is a very, very important and very useful command in the real time to analyze traffic is reaching up to where. So reply from so and so IP. Your destination is also so and so IP. Means your packet is being reached. Okay, guys. This is the one troubleshoot. So next troubleshoot is next point is here. I'm pinging to which IP address, guys, here? Ping space. What is the IP address? 192.168.4.10. So 4.10 IP address is being assigned to which device? 4.10 IP address is being assigned to which device? Which device, guys? Is a computer, is a router? Is a PC? Right, Rakesh. Rakesh, how we can tell is a PC? How we can confirm it is a PC? Because in the network diagram, we done the PC, right? And even here, a topology here. Maybe 4.10 IP address can be assigned to router also. So maybe 4.10 is been assigned to your end device also. Okay, end device, your PC, which PC it is? Is a Linux PC or Windows PC? Is it Linux machine or Windows machine? So how we can tell that means? Based on what? Again, ping command with TTL. By seeing the TTL value, you can come to know. So maximum time to live. TTL value for Windows is 128. For Linux, 64. For router, 255. These are the maximum TTL values. Windows for 128. Linux is a 64. The router is what? 255. Okay. Now let's consider 4.10 computer. 4.10 is a Windows PC. Actually, we don't know, just for understand it. Example. The 4.10 is what? Windows PC. So from source computer, data traffic is being generated. What is the destination computer? Windows. So what is the maximum TTL value for Windows? 128 is being generated. Now this computer traffic will come to router 1 fast Ethernet. It's a gateway address. So router 1 fast Ethernet IP address and your source IP address both are in same network or different network? Both are in what, guys? Same network, right? So it means after reaching the data traffic to fast Ethernet, even the fast Ethernet also, yeah, TTL value is a same like a 128, no changes in fast Ethernet. Now what fast Ethernet port will do? Packet switch to serial interface. Now fast Ethernet IP address and serial interface IP address both are in same or different network? Different network, right? Now your IP traffic is crossing for one different network. So whenever the IP traffic is crossing, whenever traffic is being crossing one different network, TTL value be decreased. Here one network is been crossing. Here it is what? 127. Now R1 serial 0/0 packet forwarded to R2. R2 0/1. Now R1 0/0, R2 0/0. Now both are in same network or different network? Same. Then what will be the TTL value here? 127. Same. Now R2 0/1 hand over to which IP address? 311. Now both are same or different network? Different network. So what will be the TTL value here? Perfect, Rakesh. 126. Good. Ankita. Now what about 6112 here? 126. In 7111? 125. 7112? Same. 125. In R4 fast Ethernet port? R4 fast Ethernet port? Why 124? Why? Because one different network is been crossing. 1, 2, 4. Right? Okay, now from R4 fast Ethernet, we'll reach the destination computer. Here, end user. What's the TTL value? 124. Now we'll come back to a practical example. Now if we check here, to reach 4.0, 4.10 computer, what was the TTL value here? Showing is what? 124. So by seeing the TTL value, now we can find out. Now we can consider destination is a Windows machine. It can be a client Windows, it can be a server Windows, it can be any. It's a Windows machine, you can say. Right? Time to live. See, I'm trying to ping here 192 instead 1.10. Now you tell me guys, 1.10 for which machine? Is a router? Is a switch? Which one? Is a router or is a end device? If it's an end device, is a Windows or Linux? What? So how can confirm it? Just give enter, then you can come to know. Let me enter. So here you are directly focused on what? You're directly is going to the TTL value, right? No, don't go with the directly TTL value. We already discussed what is the method after pinging 1.10. So first go with what? Reply from which IP address? Check with the reply. Your ping IP address, reply IP address, both are same. Okay, now can go for TTL value. What is the TTL value? 128. So 128 means what? It's a Windows. And moreover, we have to understand 128 means, so 1.10 computer is in my LAN only. It is not in the different network. So 1.10 PC, it may be within my room or it's my within a floor, within a building, within a local network only, the same network. But whenever if we see 124 or 127 or 126, then what we have to understand, your traffic is going via router only. So to communicate different network, your traffic should go via which device? Router. But now you tell me guys, TTL value is 128 means your traffic is going to router. Very good. These are all the points we need to keep in mind. We have to run in mind your real time. So just we trying the CCNA course and we'll go to organization and we are doing something is not like that. Each and every point in the networking system we have to understand. Very fraction of seconds. You don't spend much time. Okay, you just ping 1.10, 28. Oh, it's my LAN only. TTL value 124. Okay, it is Windows. 4 networks is crossing. It's a different network. Traffic is going via router. It's crossing 4 different routers. We know global DNS server, right? Global DNS server IP is what? Global DNS server IP address 8.8.8. So this 8.8 is a Windows mission or Linux mission? Linux server or Windows server? We don't know. So let me open my command prompt. Use the ping 8.8.8.8. Enter. Yeah, within a seconds we know, right? Showing the TTL value is what, guys? 55 is Linux. So actually, what is the maximum TTL value for Linux? 64. 64 minus 55. How many networks is it? from my device to global DNS server, my traffic is moving with a 9 routers. So you from your laptops, you try to ping, open your command prompt now itself and ping to 8 dot and tell me TTL value and tell me how many routers from your devices. From my laptop has a 55. So to go for global DNS server, I'm crossing four routers. Same thing like you from your devices, you can ping and you can check it and tell me now. If it's possibility, then you can do. Maybe you are logging through mobiles. Just focus on here on it. Yes, Mustafa, showing the P54. Okay, good. 52, 55, right. 56. Okay. 52. Okay. Mostly we are in the India, I think so. So only a few people are from the other countries. Yeah. Am I right? 56. Okay, Australia. So finally, global DNS server is a Linux. Now let me check like Yahoo also. Ping www.yahoo.com. What was the TTL value, guys? 48. Means it's a Linux. 64 minus 48. How many networks is it? 16 networks. Okay. So from my computer to my Yahoo server, between I have a 15 routers, 15 networks is there. But I want to know all 16 networks. So what is my first network ID? What is the second network? What is the third network? What is the fourth network? Like between 16, I all have to know 16 networks. And what will to do? Tracert www.yahoo.com. Enter. So first packet is a 192.168.0.1, which is my Wi-Fi router. Second packet, immediately the traffic will go to broadband Act Fiber Corporation. Even the third packet also, like 4 packets on the same broadband services. They're maintaining some network. A Hyderabad network I'm using here. From Hyderabad to maybe I think Chennai. Chennai or Mumbai, I think so. Right. Chennai. And Chennai to Singapore. Singapore service providers. So already a network traffic is being reached to go Yahoo server. So this is we need to understand now clearly. First packet to my gateway Wi-Fi router. Wi-Fi router to where? So all the scenarios we all discussed, right? The router fast Ethernet is connected to LAN, serial port is connected to ISP. So next packet is what? ISP. Third packet to again same service provider. Again same service provider. So 3 routers are maintaining Act Corporation. In the routing part we have discussed. So routing protocols are 3 categories, right? I mean, sorry, 2 categories. IGP and EGP. Where we use IGP protocols and where we use EGP protocols. So IGP protocol, interior gateway protocol, used for to communicate to extend the routing information for same autonomous system. Like where we use here EGP to extend the routing information for a different autonomous system, right? Here, Act Corporation, 1, 2, 3, all are same service provider between this router to this router. How they are communicating? By using which routing protocol, guys? IGP or EGP? IGP. Interior Gateway Protocols, IGP. Very good. So IGP protocols are what are the IGP protocols? RIP is IGP, OSPF and EHRP. So which protocol they are using? Can you guess it? So actually it is a broadband service means is very huge network, right? If it's a very huge network means which protocol you recommended? RI protocol or OSPF? OSP. Okay, good. Now at corporation broadband is giving the routing information to BSNL. So one service provider to another service provider. Now they're making is which protocol? Very good, Ram. EGP, Exterior Gateway Protocol, which is what? BGP, broad, like Border Gateway Protocol. So from Hyderabad to Chennai, now tell me, guys, how they are connected? Hyderabad router and Chennai router, how they are connected? Laser lines. Hyderabad to MUX and MUX to optical fiber cable to Chennai. And Chennai too for other countries, Singapore. You know why Chennai only? Hyderabad to Chennai. Why not Hyderabad to Singapore? Any guess? Why Hyderabad to Chennai? Why not Hyderabad to Singapore? Any guess? India Internet Center, Chennai. Okay. Why India Internet Center in Chennai? Not only Chennai, still we have the Mumbai also. Two places, Mumbai and Chennai both. Why? Because ocean is available, sea is available in Chennai and Mumbai. So your cables are going via, like under the sea, submarines, the cable submarines, right? So your traffic, Chennai to Singapore, how they are connected means under the submarine cables. Okay. Right. Now Singapore to local service provider, global Yahoo server we reached. Let me try stood for Facebook. Maybe Facebook will go to via Mumbai, I think so. Same 0.1 Broadband Act Corporation is 49204. Also 49204, right? 10651. 10651. 4641. 4641. 163.2. One more additionally at corporation fiber routers being added here. Like total 1, 2, 3, 4 routers. See 49, 106, 106, 49 is all our public IP or private IP address? Or what? Public IPs. So reach the Facebook. Like we can trace route and we can ping and we can come to know how the traffic is being. Okay. Right. Now is the time for your questions. Let me ask for some few questions. If 3.10 computer, if 3.10 computer is a Linux machine from 1.20 computer, this is my source. If I ping to 3.10, what will be the TTL value? Tell me fast. Destination is 3.10. Is a Linux. TTL value is what, guys? Say 1. Is it right? Rakesh 64, Shiva 60. I think you're not getting my question exactly. R3 first computer. 3.10 is a if is a Linux machine. From 1.20, if is a destination, if I reach, what will be the TTL value? Is the Linux means what? 64. Here also 64. Here 63. Here 62. Here 61. Why we get confused? Now I'm pinging to 4.10. TTL value is a 124. If I ping to 4.1, what will be the TTL value? One 124 is the wrong answer. So 192, 168, 4.10 is a which device IP address we have assigned? The first day itself I am telling to you, I used to tell that. So first valid IP address will dedicate to assign for which device? Which device, guys? Router. So router TTL value, maximum TTL value is what? Router TTL value is maximum TTL value is what? 255. So now you start calculating from here. So from source device to reach 4.10, what will be the TTL value? Come on, do it fast. Calculate fast. This is the topology. 251. Okay, well tried, but let me explain here. So from a source device, traffic is being generated with 255. For fast Ethernet, same. For serial, 254. Here, 253. Here, 252. So means your traffic reach the serial interface. Means your traffic reach R4 router. It can be 0/0 or 0/1, whatever. The traffic is being reached to router 4, right? Value is what? 252. After crossing the fast Ethernet, then you can get 251. If traffic is being crossed by a fast Ethernet, then the traffic is what? Till value is what? 251. But our destination is only this one. We are not crossing this, right? The same questions we'll ask in Cisco exam. So on router is the destination, so on interface the destination. Ping from source to destination, what will be the TTL value? Option A, option B, option C. Like they can ask. Okay, guys. So this is all about troubleshooting. So based upon the two commands, traceroute and ping commands, we can get a lot of information. So you please try to focus on, please try to understand on the ping of lot of parameters, which is reply IP address and TTL values. And by seeing the TTL value, you can come to know destination is a Windows or Linux, and between how many routers is being crossing. All the parameters we can focus on. Clear? So this is a scenario, scenario based question. This is. So read the question clearly and find it the answer. Do it fast. Nagasiva answer option C. Ram option C. Mustafa option E. Okay. Also C. Is good. Okay. Let me zoom the topology once and I can get the clarification. B and C. No, it can be only one answer. So you're thinking is it can be B or it can be C. Okay. Host 1 IP address 10.1.1.16/24/24. Customized IP address. 1. Switch 1, router 1. Router 1, router 2 IP addresses. /30/24. Host 2. Ping to 10.1.1.2. I can see the reply. Destination host unreachable. Now go to options. Link between host 1 and switch 1 is down. TCP IP is not functioning on host 1. Let me explain it clearly. See, if TCP IP is not functioning on host 1, so how we can decide in host 1 TCP IP is functioning or not? So generally we have a reserved IP address to check TCP IP functioning, which is loopback 127.0.0.1. So by pinging 127.0.0.1, if it's not unreachable, then you can decide TCP IP is not working. But he pinged to which IP address 10.1.1.2. After pinging 10.1.1.2, how we can tell TCP IP is not functioning? So option B is an odd answer, right? Option D, default gateway on host 1 is incorrect. If gateway is been incorrect, at least from your computer, traffic can be reached, traffic has forwarded. No. If gateway is incorrect, your traffic can drop your PC itself. So then you can get a reply from 10.1.1.16. But your reply from which IP address? 10.1.1.1. So 10.1.1 give the reply means 10.1.1 IP address is a active or is it down? R1 router fast Ethernet 0/0 IP address is a 10.1.1.1 is active. Means your traffic is reaching up to R1 fast Ethernet between everything is been fine. Host 1 to switch 1 is okay. Oh, switch 1, router 1 is okay. Router 1 fast Ethernet is okay. And router 1 host 1 gateway is okay. The problem is after router 1 and between R2. What is the answer? Link between router 1 and router 2 is a down. Perfect. Very good. Starting, let me continue with the questions. What are the functions of a router? Router functions. Choose all that apply. So which answer applicable for router functions? Like all answers will have to A, B, D, E. No, B, D, E. B, D, E. Frames will generate. Frames will comes under which layer? Data link layer. In data link layer is a which device? Switch. But our question is a router. Router function is a packet switching. Router will do broadcast? No. So what router will do? Inter-network communication. Communication between two or more different networks. And finding best path. The answer is what? BD. Forwarding frame is a switch function. Broadcast is a hub will do what? Broadcast always. Even switch will do, but is a flooding. It can support for unicast also. Question number 2. Receiving host computer checksum on a frame and determines that frame is damaged. Then discarded. So on which layer? Which layer is happening? Frame is being damaged and discarded. Just now we have discussed about it. Option C. Say data link layer. So what is the correct sequence of data encapsulation? In data encapsulation process, what is the correct sequence? Actually, in OSI, application, presentation, session, transport, network, data link, and physical layer. In application layer, data is being started. Presentation layer, data. Session layer, data. Transport layer, data plus transport headers. We call it is what? Segment is being converted. Network layer, segment plus transport header. It's a network header. It's packet. In data link layer, packet, data trailer plus data header. It is frame is being generated and frame is converted to bits. So what was the correct sequence? Answer D. Segment, packet, frame, bits. What is the network ID of the given information? Network address, network ID of this IP. How much fast you are telling? So read the question twice and thrice before you answer. Read the complete question and understand the question fast. You know what? Even in interviews also, if you understand the question clearly, 90% of answer you can get. Then just 10% you need to understand. You need to think about it. So most of the people, so why we are getting backed and why we are getting failed for interviews is, so one and only the major reason is we didn't hear the properly question. Like half of the question we can hear and we can think and we can assume ourselves. So he's going to asking the so and so question and we'll give a different answer. But that interview intention is a different question. So whenever someone is speaking out, you first listen completely up to finishing of the sentence. Here 10.10.48.80 if we slash 8. So slash 8 means 8 bits are network bits. Means first octet is a network portion. The network ID is what? 10.0.0.0. 10.10.48.80 slash 16. If we say 16, 16 indicates what, guys? 16 bits are network bits. Means first two octets. Network. Then 10.10.0.0 is the network ID. But my question is what? 10.10.48.80 slash 24. So slash 24 means first three octets are network portion. So 10.10.48.0 is a network ID. Okay. So what is the default subnet mask of given IP address? Default subnet mask. I 225. 225 is a class D IP address, is a multicast address. So for class D, no network portion, no host portion. There's no subnet mask. None of them. Very good. What is the first 24 bits in a MAC address call? First day, first class, we heard discussed. First 24 bits in MAC address call. What we called OUI, organization unique identifier. 48-bit MAC address are being divided into two parts. First 24 bits is a manufacturer ID, or we call OUI, organization unique identifier. Second 24 bits is a serial number of an IC. Perfect. OUI. So which of these represent public IP address? Choose two public IP address. Out of A, B, C, D, E, choose any two public IP addresses. Can you find out total how many public IPs are available? B, C, E. B, C, E. Right. So three public IP address. Out of three, we can choose two. Can be BC or BE or CE. Okay, good. What must be configured on Cisco device to enable telnet functionality? Like to enable telnet, what must be configured? Choose all that apply. What configuration is must? Username, password is required, guys, for telnet. No. So username and password for security purpose, like to identify the so-and-so user. But our question is to enable telnet, what must be configured? VTY password. Okay, only VTY password is enough, guys. Have purchased one brand new router. So for router, have configured VTY 024 password. Password is Zoom. Then I can able to tell it. No. Then what we required? So to log in the router, IP address is must. So IP address to LAN interface as well as VTY passwords both are must configuration to enable telnet functionality. So even the console password is also not required. Console for what? For router security. Console password for only for what? Router security. So no one cannot log into router. Then we have to configure what? Console for security. But my question is here only what must be configured on Cisco device to enable telnet. Then what must be configured to provide security for your router? So many aspects will come like router, console port password, auxiliary port password, some. But my question is enable telnet functionality only means IP address is enough and V2A password is enough. Easy. Good. Okay, this is the output, the given information. So by using which command you can get this output. Show flash, show running config, show startup config, show version. Which one? Yes. It's a show version command, right? Good. version. Now, once again, a scenario based question. You find that one of the serial interface on your Cisco router. I repeat once again. You find that one of the serial interface on your Cisco router is clearly defined on your Cisco router. It is not forwarding traffic. Let me draw a diagram here. You find that one of the serial interface on your Cisco. So this router is a Cisco router. The Cisco router serial interface. Consider the serial port number 0. So the serial interface is not forwarding traffic. Then I have given the command is show interface serial 0. This is output. Serial is up, protocol is down. What is the likely problem? See, R1 router. First router is clearly defined what Cisco. So what about another router? Another router is a Cisco or non-Cisco? We don't know. We didn't define anything. Let's do one thing. First, we'll consider it as a Cisco router. We'll consider it is what? A Cisco router. If both are Cisco routers, so what was the WAN encapsulation for default? HDLC. Now both are Cisco, HDLC is enabled, means your link should be up. If still link is down means your another router is not a Cisco, it is a non-Cisco router. In non-Cisco router, HDLC will work? No, then which protocol? Point to point protocol. So first device is Cisco router. Which protocol is running here? Default HDLC. So one end is a HDLC, other end is a point-to-point protocol. Then you can get message what line protocol is down. The problem with mismatch encapsulation. Okay. Which item represent standard ACL? Standard extended, standard range, extended range. So which item represents standard ACL? The standard ASL number range is a 1 to 99. Extended ASL number range what? 100 to 199. So access list 110 extended. Access list 50 standard. Yeah, we have already discussed, right? Router on a stick is a process of what? In switching. Now, router scenario has been finished. Now, we'll go for switch. No, it's also routing part, right? Router on a stick is a process of what? Allowing communication from one network to another network. Allowing communication from one switch to another switch. Answer D. Allowing communication from one VLAN to another VLAN. Very good. So forwarding traffic from one VLAN to another VLAN, this process we called inter VLAN routing, or we can call this what? Router on a stick. comma, not a answer. Router on a stick is a process of allowing communication from one VLAN to another VLAN. Allowing communication from one network to another network is what? Internetwork. Routing, we can say. But my question is what? Router on a stick. One router and stick, two different VLANs, right? Allowing traffic by creating subinterfaces FE0/0.1, FE0/0.2 is one of the methods, or by using router, multiple physical interfaces, or router is not required if it's a layer 3 switch. Do you remember? Okay, all right. Now OSPF. In OSPF, if router ID has not been manually set, manually router ID is not configured. What router ID will be OSPF used for this router? This output. Router ID preferences, first preferences, second preferences. Remember OSPF? So actually, first priority for router ID. If router ID is not configured, then go for what? Loopback interface. If loopbacks are not configured, then only OSPF can consider highest physical interface IP address, which is 192.168.5.3. But we already loopbacks are configured, right? So loopback 0, loopback 1 is there. Even it's clearly defined if router ID not has not been manually set. So no manual router is configured. Now highest loopback interface 172.10, which is the highest. 172.16.5.1 is the answer. Okay. Network administrator is trying to add a new router into an established OSPF network. I repeat, a network administrator is trying to add a new router into established OSPF network. Already we have one established network is there. Administrator is trying to add one new router. Networks are configured. But thing is, new router do not appear in the routing table. What was the problem? Is the configuration by network administrator. Yes, perfect. So actually, OSPF configuration is a network ID, wildcard mask, and area ID. Here, network ID 10 dot. So this used a subnet mask instead of wildcard. So network wildcard mask is configured improperly. Very good. Which IPv6 is valid? Four options. Which is valid IPv6 address? We need to find out. A is valid. Option A is valid. No. Why? Say successive zeros also we can write like this, no problem. That is, you can, this is not represent, no problem. You can use also like this. But A is a not answer. A is not valid. You know why? Because IPv6 is a hexadecimal format 0 to 9 and A to F only. But here we are getting 08 GC. So G is not possible. It's invalid. B is right answer. No, why? H is there. Okay, good. C is answer, right answer. No, why? Double colons are repeated. Two times are used, right? So double colon we can represent in only once in a address, but here we have the twice. So finally, right answer is a D. Perfect. If there is no G here in option A, if there is no G, this is valid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 quartets. Valid. You can present like this also. STP elections. Remember, guys, STP elections. STP election process based upon what? 4 points. Root switch, root port, designated port, non-designated port. So try to find out A, B, C, C, D switches, which is the root switch and why that is the root switch. This is the topology. Lowest priority, highest priority. Switch C is a root switch. Why? Because it has a lowest priority. VLAN 3 is not yet configured on switch. What happens? Let the switch port access VLAN 3 command in interface configuration mode. Did you understand what was the question exactly? I'll show the practical ones. So generally, how we can configure VLANs? What was the command? In configuration mode, VLAN number 10, name, sales, interface fast Ethernet port number 1, or port number 15, switch port, mode, access, switch port, access, VLAN 10. We have created VLAN 10. This is the process, right? So first you have to create VLAN 10 and name is the sales, and then port number 15 has to shift it. But my question is here, interface VLAN number, interface port number 16, switch port, mode access, switch port access VLAN 3. If I enter, so VLAN 3 actually is not created, right? So without creation of VLAN, if I move the port number 16 to VLAN 3, so this command will accept or reject. Will accept it, automatically VLAN 3 is created, or will accept it, or manually will create VLAN 3. That's the question. Okay. Let me do. So let's just give enter and then you can get an answer, right? Let me do enter. Accepted, rejected. So it's clearly showing access VLAN does not exist, creating VLAN 3. So command is accepted and VLAN 3 is automatically created, creating VLAN 3. So without creation of VLANs also we can shift the ports. The difference is we cannot define the name. It's going to create the default name. But here we clearly created VLAN 10 name is sales. But here VLAN 3, but no name. We do the command show VLAN brief. VLAN 3 is created and port number 60 is shifted. Name is some default name is being done. Okay. Now tell me answer. What is the answer? The command is accepted. Respective VLAN is added into switch. Right. Which routing protocol can be used with an enterprise network? These are protocols: RIP version 1, version 2, IGRP, OSP of BGP, AGRP. So which protocol do you recommend for this topology? BGP is segmented. When we use BGP protocol for different autonomous systems. So here, did I define any different autonomous systems? You have any IAS numbers here? No. But how we can understand means only the very important point here. R1 LAN 10.1.0.0/16. R1 R2 between the link /30. Here /30/30/30 30 16 24. Like entire my network topology, I'm using the default network IDs or customized network in networks. Default networks or customized networks. Customized. So means all are a classless IP addresses or classful IP addresses. Classless. So now which routing protocol is recommended to configure here? Classful routing protocol, classless routing protocol. Classless routing protocols are recommended. So which protocols are classless routing protocol? RIP version 2 is a classless. Right? And OSPF is a classless. Even EHRP also what? Classless routing protocol. PDF. Very good. Okay, guys. So this type of scenarios, this type of questions can be asked in interviews and Cisco exam point of questions. And we'll see the cables where we use cross cable. Cross cable used for what? Switch to switch or switch to router or where to where? Cross cable to switch to switch. Okay. Side cable. One. Switch to router. Right. V35 back to back cable. V35 cable means serial interface cable. That is router to router. Rollover cable. I mean console cable. PC combo to console. Drag and drop question. Cross cable to switch to switch. Side cable to switch to router. V35 to router. Roller cable to PC. Okay. Right. Last question. We are going to end the session now. These are all the bits. These are all the items. So which item will come under network layer and which item will come under transport layer? So first let me go for network layer items. So what are the network layer items, guys? Network layer 3 items. Very good. Packets. Packets will come under a network layer. Okay. Perfect. IP address will come under what? Network layer, right? And routing also. Okay. Now transport layer items. Transport layer. TCP, UDP. UDP is a transport layer. Error correction, segments, sequencing. These are what? Transport layer. Data link layer items. Data link layer. Switching and MAC address. Right. Physical layer items. Bits. Sequencing. First network layer items. Packets. IP address. Routing. Transport layer. UDP. Segments. Error correction. So like this type of questions will be asked in your interview. Okay, guys. Any more doubts? So these are about our sessions are being finished. the future. If you have any queries, if you have any doubts, please text me in the WhatsApp. Who are planning to, if anyone is going to planning to do. So thank you for attention for all the sessions. Thanks for your cooperation. Thanks a lot. If you have any queries, get me contact on this number. You try to attend the demo class. Let me share the details of meeting ID. 578-846-364 and meeting password. Right, you already have the link, right? Very good. From there you can copy it, reminding all the people. For cybersecurity, faculty instructor is the most senior faculty in June Technologies. He is Mr. Huzufa. Huzufa sir. You first attend the demo session. If you are okay, then you can. We can get some proper guidance. And the demo is tomorrow morning, 8:30 as per Indian timings. Tomorrow morning, 8:30 a.m. Try to attend the demo. Okay, guys. Thank you, Pradeep. Even me also guide your sessions.